Good for you. What's up, everyone? I am the. You heard my son. He's off. Don't sing that. I am the High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, archangel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, guru, yogi, messenger of God. You know, I was gonna start this message with, I really hate God.
You don't believe in him?
God. He gets on my fucking nerves, man. You guys, want this relationship. I'm like, come here. Let me give him to you. Let me give you all of God's glory. Such a pain in my ass. Bro, I got all ready, bro. I'm ready. And then started to head towards the door. And it was like a fucking balloon. Like somebody popped a balloon. And I started just oozing all my, like a water balloon. And by the time I had my cigarette.
That's just having kids.
Oh no. By the time I had my cigarette, I was like, no, I can't do it. I can't go out there. I don't want to. I have no strength to carry on. You're like, carry on. And that's when I'm like, God, what have you done? I wanted to talk a little bit about it. It fucking sucks ass. Because in that moment when it happened, I was like, I hate you, God. This is what it means to be a slave to you. Like, everybody sees all the fucking magic and shit, but they don't see the bullshit that you be doing. Some bullshit. That's why I'd be like, what's he doing to you? Fucking God. Why'd he do this to me? Because there's no easy way out. He wants me to do it better. Nobody does it better. That's what I said, bro. He fucking... God... Is it him or Kobe? They're in it on together, bro. Fuck you, Kobe. God, whoever. Fuck. That's what I was thinking about, too. I brought that up in my last a couple videos ago. I told you guys how I got mad at God and Kobe and all of my spirit guides, and I fucking went ballistic on all of them about Marshall. Let me tell you this funny story, because I just posted, it was like, I took all his powers. Oh, my twin flames. That's what happened too. I know it has to do with you, you fucking Scorpio motherfucker, you. I know it has to do with you. You were all, I was in the bathroom putting on my makeup, and I got all these fucking, I don't know what it was, bro. It was you. It's you. Allie, don't sing. Please, don't.
I hate that song. Turns on my story. I don't want to hear that song on TikTok.
I don't want to hear it no more. No more. No more. Anyways, something came up and I was like, I don't want to think about you. Next thing I knew, I was all drained. I was like, no. So we're probably going to dig up some bullshit on that guy. Hopefully not, but whatever. Anyways, going back to it, it's really funny because I got into a huge ass fight with my spirit guides because I felt like I had overstepped with Marshall and he was never going to talk to me again. I have talked so much more shit since then. Oh my God. Becky, is that Eminem? Are we still rhyming? And I got Dr. Dre locked in my basement. Shut up. Shut up. It's so fun, isn't it? He loves me. It's a real sick one. And I was like, I posted more to it, but it didn't pop up. I was really funny. I was like, I know I edited this. Or maybe I didn't hit post. But I was laughing. I was like, I've eaten up so many rappers until I got to you. I'm going to totally eat you up. Oh, man. Anyways, going back to Kobe and God and you know, they're pushing limits and shit on a Saturday. Last week, last time, in the last episode, God was like pushing my faith, like, you can do it, right? So what happened last week? He pushed it to the most extreme that I'd ever seen. We're still rhyming. Anyways, I went out last Saturday. I had not done my 20 rides. This is a true story. And so I got a little desperate and I shoved myself out there. only to get triggered. What I thought was a trigger, but was a push. So I did 3 rides. All of them were going to concert venues. And it made me all nostalgic about, being a singer and songwriter. Well, go figure. As soon as the moon goes dark and it lights back up, and the first light is like, hey, surprise, you're going to be a singer and songwriter. Like, wow, that's amazing. Anyways, so then financially I was in a bind and I still needed to do my rides. So I got the snow removal job and it was going to be from 4 to 4. And I still had to do 17 rides. And God's like, you're going to do it. It's going to be fucking fine. And sure enough, dude, it turned out fine. It was like the hardest. I stopped at 1:23. Like I said, it was 10:30, but it was about 10:23 when I stopped and everything was cool. So that was amazing. And so now I'm supposed to sit back as much as I was about to go and, you know what I mean, not let that happen again tomorrow, because I'd rather just take care of most of the work tonight when it's real nice and busy. God said, no, you're not. And I'm like, hey, that's not fucking cool, bro. They're like, nope, you're going to do it again, and you're going to do it better. Meaning he's going to wait and make me do all my 20 rides tomorrow and he's going to do all this magical work and save it to the last goddamn minute. Like he always does. And I'm supposed to teach you, but it's annoying. Just because of the fact that I really got all pretty and dressed up and a million people told me they liked my fucking avalanche sweater that I just got. And I was really like psyched. And there's actually not the Avalanche. They won yesterday. They play tomorrow. But there's a game right at Ball Arena, which is the Colorado Mammoth, which is, I don't know what that is, but I think it's hockey. I was ready to go. I was all dressed up. My ride fucking fell through. What is it? God, bro. God who gives you strength. I can't force a dead horse. Stop rhyming for just a minute, please. In the sense of, what's the dead horse? My body, my 42-year-old body won't get up and do what I wanted to do. But yeah, I told you what it did last week. And he wants me to do it again like I did last week. I was like, this is stupid. In essence, If I could do it today, I could have done it yesterday. I could do it in a day. And they just want me to do it, you know what I mean? Just, again, better, with more faith. And I did great last time. Like, more faith, bro. That was hard work. I guess since I'm not pushing a shovel, it'll be an easier day. And it'll be a beautiful, glorious Sunday, and I'll get it done anyway. Enough with the rhyming. Good Lord. Anyways, but the point is you have the best intentions, but when you're guided by the Spirit, or you're totally locked down and a fucking servant to the Spirit like I am, there's nothing you can do. It sounds all glorious. And then there was something, maybe I was reading something in like YouTube or something and said your manifestation powers are at their highest. And it's true. But I can only manifest on what they give me to manifest on, which is the music. They finally, I took like 5 minutes, maybe 10, and I listened to some beats and I put together a playlist, which was good enough for an album. I felt the spark, and I put it together, and, there's that. Maybe I'll go back and do that tonight. But I promise you, I ate a meal, I cleaned house, I rested. I was ready to go. All I had to do was go gas up my car, fucking wipe it down, and get to work. And as soon as I go to do it, it's like I don't have the energy. Is there something wrong in my outside world, or is there something wrong in my inside world? Well, that's what we're about to figure out, and that's where you start doing the research. All right, what is it? Why can't I go forward? And then you think about, well, what was I doing before I got stopped? And I told you, fucking dickhead popped in my head. What was it? I don't know. I sent him a message, though. I was like, I sent you. And then I looked at his page, and he had posted something, I don't know, more. since the last time I looked at it, which was whenever. So I don't know. Are they trying to dig up some fucked up feelings or something? I posted something earlier today against the. I'm trying to just piece it together and see why God put me on a stop sign and what He wants me to do. I mean, He doesn't want me to just be like, the fuck, Sleeping Beauty and shit. I mean, probably. He's done this before. I took a beautiful bath, fucking shaved my legs. I was so ready to go out and, kill it and be part of the night. And then all of a sudden, I'm literally here with my eyes closed. Like, this is some bullshit. So I'm like, what do you want from me, God? What? What do you want from me? And that's where it is. It's like, go online. It's Saturday. You still have books. We didn't finish our card earlier, so maybe the answer's in this bullshit-ass spiraling meet me back at the beginning bullshit. Going back to what I posted earlier, I was like, you guys be stalking your ex. I be acting like they died. I be trying. Are we really going to bring this up? Like, I have so many things. Do you see how love is not really something I'm open? Like, I am so, like, if there was an extreme, it's extremely that. It's like, oh, God. I really want to, but I fucking really don't want to. In the sense of, you could pick any one of them, and I'm like, I don't want to. And then on another day, it's like, I really do want to. Like, I know I made a video earlier crying about how I want some guy to come in and, take care of me and pay my bills. But then you bring up a guy and any guy, and I'm just like, I'm going to stab you in your chest. What does that mean? I don't know. It's just an internal feeling that I'm obviously going to have to work on for I don't know how much longer. Oh, did you see my crackers? Explain yourself. I really can't. It's another Holy Spirit, holy shit, what the fuck is going on type shit. I got this. Everything, I don't like explaining myself. Why do people gotta ask questions? Just know that the Spirit makes me do shit. Why do I gotta explain it? It sounds so weird. Okay. Oh, I messed up my eyebrows. Lovely. Lovely. Anyways, because I always smack my head on the ground. I just lay my head on the table all the time. Gets too heavy. These are crackers from a Starbucks cheese and something thing. But they were special crackers. I could tell the way that I broke them and ate them. And then I read them, and they were something about some kind of olive cracker and something. They're very Jesus-like, bro. You know those crackers they give you at church? They have salt and olive on them, and it's bread, and believe it or not, this is a whole offering where I ain't got to have a smorgasbord, because, the rotten apple had to go. I was like, enough. The rotten apple is, to the dark goddesses and all that, but I was like, enough. So don't ask about the crackers. It's an offering of many things in one thing. Isn't that great? Anyways, going back to this bullshit. I don't know. I'm a bitch. So, like, if I don't want to deal with a thought, I try not to. Meaning, I don't know why you're popping up. Why are you popping up? What do you want? I thought we were done. Isn't everything done? Is there more to be said? Are you going to pop up in my shit? Like, what are you going to say? Like, I don't mean to be mean. What the fuck? It's just, that's what I mean. Is, oh my god, dude, if you come at me with the same old, same ho shit, I want to stab you in your fucking... I'm so forgiving, but I can't. It's like... Yeah, exactly what Joe said.
You talking about this hand with this?
If I could choke you out.
Ever. the world's largest hands.
Oh, that's so funny. Let me tell you a story. I went to the freaking me and my stories. My eyes are totally closed. I can't even keep my eyes open. It's like total blindness, but I can see everything. Anyways, I went to Hertz yesterday to go take care of my car rental and all of that bullshit. And I was like, I went to use his phone and I was like, hold on, I got fat fingers. He's all, we don't talk negative here. I said, I was like, I love you. I just made a video about that and how I used to talk so negative. He said, yeah, we don't do that. No negative talk. No negative self-talk. We don't allow that around here. I was like, I love you. I was like, but I do have fat fingers. He said, And in the sense of, that's the kind of friend you need. That's not going to stand it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you talk negative about yourself, about anyone else. Shut the fuck up. And he really was. He really just shut me down about my big old fingers. And that's one thing I do talk about is my chunky fingers. They're not chunky. They're just stubby. But they're mine. They're perfectly made for my hand. Anyways, let's go into it. I don't know. Going back to him, and I don't know. It just, your mind is like, ugh. They're going to come on some bullshit. They're going to come at me with some stupid bullshit. I don't want to hear the bullshit. Is this where we were? No, that's not it. Did we not finish the last card either? I just found a card in here that says Gridwork of Light. Is that where we were? I can't remember. I thought it was something about spiral. Yeah, ascending the spiral. Well, I'm gonna read this and we'll see where the fuck this takes us, how far we spiral down this fucking pipe hole. I did part of this earlier and it got overwhelmed with just the fucking basic intro to it. Meaning it looks like just a nothing card, right? Nothing my ass, bro. That's just the intro. It's got like pages more. We're gonna get into the more. Ascending the spiral represents a repeat of something we've done. Oh, God. See what I mean? Why are you coming back? Oh. I'm trying not to, like, lose my shit. I'm really trying not to lose my shit, bro. Let me just, like, try not to lose my shit. Trying to hold my shit together. Hold on. I feel like every word of this is going to make me throw this book across the room. Because, I seriously, this is not what I wanted to do right now. This is some fucking, fuck you, God shit. Fucking God. Oh, fuck, God. Seriously? Wasting my life with this bullshit. Fine, whatever. He's like, it's not your life. You know, fuck off, God. I don't even... I'm so irritated right now. I feel like I'm gonna cry. I'm so angry. Alright, I don't even know what this is. I've never read this before in my life. I can just feel that this is gonna fucking bother the shit out of me. Hold on to your seatbelts. Represents a repeat of something we've done, experienced, or learned before, but on a higher and deeper level. Well, that was about tomorrow. This is not a linear progress or evolution, but a circular spiral motion that ascends like a person spiraling out and around a mountain. Oh God, we're going around a mountain again. We spiral around this metaphorical mountain and pinnacle of attainment, no matter what we seek to achieve. Dolphins, being marine mammals, need to breathe often. This forces them to swim to the top or ascend in a spiraling motion from the depths of the ocean in order to take a breath of life-giving air. They seem to enjoy swimming in spiral motion, making fun of little vortices of energies. There's a lot of rhyming going on. Jill Caruthers, I don't know, a fellow dolphin-loving friend, told me one last dolphin story as this book was going to press. She had returned from Hawaii, and there she had many direct dolphin encounters. I'm seeing, hand me that tea.
What tea?
It's right next to you. There's a bag on the other side of the, it's right in there. There's a bag on the other side of the cereal box. This way. What is this? soon as they said that, they're like, look at the tea. What's up with the tea? Hibiscus, ginger, cassia, something root, clove buds, black currant, pink rose petals, elderberry. I don't know. Lemon myrtle. What is it called? Blend number 8. Merrymaker's Punch. What the fuck is this? Top your holiday table with the perfect 1 to 2 punch cheered with notes of cranberry, honey, and spice. Delightful on its own or a zinger mixer with any from the alcohol-free spritzer. Why is everything rhyming so much? Do you see it everywhere? I don't know. They told me I just saw a vision of this tea. Oh, fuck, is this strong? Whoa. Okay. Whatever. I don't know where that came from. I said Hawaii, and then I heard herbs. I saw the herbs. Oh no, that's strong. Holy shit, is that strong. That's stronger than my flowers all in my face. There's a lot going on right now. Holy moly. That's strong. Okay. Again, I can't explain myself. I'm guided to do shit. Where she had many direct dolphin encounters. I was in the water and a dolphin kept making a spiral formation right next to me. The dolphin seemed to be inviting me to get inside the vortex. I did, and the energy was incredible. I had a true multi-dimensional experience inside the vortex that the dolphin created by swimming in an ascending spiral pattern. We can all notice that themes in our life are repeated a number of different times in our lives. We may be learning a particular lesson on a higher octave each time we arrive at the same turn of circular spiral. Why can't it ever be over? Directly above the place where we were before. The harmonics of the lesson are directly above and below, but on the same turn of the spiral. We may feel thrilled to realize that an old issue rears its head again. We are dealing with it better than ever before. It may challenge or remind us of the progress we've made. Perhaps it's an issue or circumstance that in the past caused us to be reactive, perhaps angry, fearful, anxious, or jealous. They're reminding me what happened in that bathroom. Something. I don't know. I was in a vortex. Now our relative equanimity, wiser perspective, and philosophical humor is showing us a benchmark of our progress. A red flag personality or former partner may show up out of the blue. It's not out of the blue. They told me before. I felt you from 2 planets away. What did I see? Something in there. They're not showing me. They're just having fun with me now. They're fucking with me. I hate y'all. It was something about the experience. Like, I don't have no bad feelings about what happened. It was something about that. It comes into my mind occasionally. It was the same thought. Was I supposed to love you better? Is what comes in. And then, okay, I'm getting it, because that's what starts. Starts out with this question, was I supposed to love you better? And then what came in was, give me a second. You knew what you were getting into. Meaning, he knew. Yeah, that's it. There's a lot of fucking mind games with this bullshit. In the sense of, when I came back, the videos are there, but who has, you guys have time, all the time in the world to do this bullshit. But if you go back to November, I came back and he's like, I only want to be your fucking friend. And it sounded all great, but then I got offensive about the fact that he didn't want to be intimate. And I threw a huge fucking offense to it. And he put up his wall and he's like, no, but I think it's a better idea not to. Right? And then it became a whole cat and mouse where he was like mind fucking with me. He's like, I'm not going to be, you just want to use me and I'm not a piece of meat. Or some bullshit. He was like playing mind games, like he didn't want to and some shit. But then it was like, hold on. I saw you once and I told you that how I felt and that this was going to happen. And then it happened, and then it was just stupid. So then I went back to that whole situation. That's what I was I was got pulled into the whole situation while I was in the bathroom putting on my makeup before I went to have a cigarette. And obviously it was enough to be a whole downer and fuck up my whole night. Um, but in the sense of, like, you knew what you were getting into. You fucking played this shit. And then it's like, I don't know what you expected, how you expected me to act afterwards, but that didn't happen, apparently. So it's going as far as, the progress and shit. No, I didn't act however I was supposed to, or however I acted before, but you definitely acted the same fucking way, and I can make a million fucking excuses and understandings as to why you did it, but I'm not gonna do that again, if this is how you act. And in essence, all I was trying to do was figure out how I act and why, you know what I mean? I wanted to know what would happen if I just, let myself go and see what I do. If I, you know what I mean? And I said it over and over. And then it was like, all right, let's see what happens. And so this is what happens. And it's like, you go run away and I'm supposed to feel bad about you opening the door to see what was happening. This is obviously what's happening. And I have a lot of freaking, data to back up that apparently this is, what I do. Am I supposed to be, what? Okay, you're taking advantage of the fact that I love you, and you're like, it could be very hurtful if I wasn't so mentally and emotionally strong to the fact that all I'm trying to do is figure out me, and by figuring out me, I figure out what you're, I somewhat figure out you and whatever. It really has nothing to do with you, but in the sense of, what the fuck do I have more to learn from you? Are you gonna come back and do some stupid shit again? Like, It's like Russ. It's like it's the same shit over and over. It's never different shit. It's the same shit. All of them. It's the same shit. There's not like this evolutionary pattern. I evolve. They just keep patterning. I have to keep going through these patterns with them to keep, reliving this madness, and I don't know. It's stupid. It's just as stupid as what I gotta do tomorrow. It's like, anyways, let's just go back to this. We may discover that we no longer react or lose our center. If we do react, we clear and rebalance ourselves much more quickly than before. Where we used to worry, we now infuse ourselves with peace. That's where I'm at. I guess this is, again, going back to it, it's Kobe and shit. I knew what he was doing. I know what's happening. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean I can change it. All I can do is change my attitude with the knowing. Alright, why are you fucking making me this way? I'll tell you, but you're not gonna like this. And that's it. Are you gonna throw a fit every time, you know what I mean? We have a different plan for you. And really, it's not a different plan. It's going with the plan. Despite whatever I was doing. Which is not bad. It didn't feel bad to get pretty, take a bath, put on some makeup, get some compliments. Didn't feel bad. It wouldn't feel bad to take my clothes off, wipe my eyebrow. I didn't put on a whole face. Wipe my eyebrows off and crawl in bed and curl up next to the fucking pillow. That's not bad either. None of this is bad. It's just disruptive. And when you realize you're just being used as a tool, as a teaching tool to others, you're like, this is stupid. And then again, let's put the thorn in my flesh, which it is what it is, and that's all I gotta teach you guys is how to love people unconditionally. Not in the sense of be a fucking doormat like these stupid twin flames, but to understand that you just have a love for them, and you have to allow that love to be, which is the unconditioned, the not putting any conditions on it, just let it be when it wants to be, free. But at the same time, non-judgmental, and that's where it says right here. We used to get angry and judgmental, and now we have a skillful means to have compassion for the inner suffering of the person who caused us trouble. That's it. I mean, when it was all said and done, you're like, damn, that is such a fucked up story. Nah, bro. It could have been. I could have painted him out to be a whole devil and villain. But in essence, I have a lot of compassion for the fact that you had to leave with a lot of shame and blame. But at least you left and took it with you and you didn't put it on me. You know what I mean? And I put it on myself before. And I shouldn't have. Do you know? Let's go back to the bigger story, bro. This is what you don't want to hear, and this is what I don't want to talk about. Because it just doesn't end well. I'm like really quiet here. It's like, if it was lust, then there wouldn't be any shame. Right? If it was just lust, there wouldn't be any shame. And it wouldn't be this. Do you know what I mean? This wouldn't keep happening. Oh, God. I don't want to get into this. I really don't want to dig this whole wound up right now. Give me a minute. It's a whole mouthful. It always is with that guy. Oh, God. Alright. I'm not supposed to speak for him. So in the sense of, it's like, we're always just trying to do the right thing. Right? So you go back to the beginning when I woke up. And he just wants to see me. And I want to see him. But I don't want to fucking disrespect his relationship. And he's fully aware that I'm super gonna disrespect his relationship. And he spends a long time not coming to talk to me. And I mean, it was so on the surface. Like, why isn't he talking to me? Because you're totally pursuing him and he is married and this is gonna get him in trouble. And then fucking, go into it. Tree finally says, you just gotta go with the flow. And I open up to him and I'm like, dude, I just gotta admit that I like totally fucking love you. It doesn't mean that you have to love me back. I just have to let this be. Right? I can't fucking deny it. So then he comes out of nowhere and he's like, I can't really hold back either. And we start talking and stuff. And then he comes and sees me. And then, then incident number 1 happens. But he comes with a lot of, shame and shit. I was like, oh, fuck. He does that. He literally ghosts me. Again. Well, the first time he ghosts me as soon as it happens. For like a couple days. And I pull all this shame. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude. I made him cheat. I made him cheat on his wife. This is all my fault. And I had all of this, like, fucked up fucking condemnation. Like, why did you even do that? You knew he was married. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? But then you go back to it. Why'd he come to my house? You know what I mean? Like, he walks himself straight into danger, knowing damn well what's going to happen, because he knows me better than I know me. And the messages are even more incriminating. Oh, man. So, I'm going through my career. You know what I mean? We're still talking, but then on my birthday, I go too far. I push him too far. I'm trying to invite him to come out with me and all my freaking studio friends and go to a fucking Nuggets game, and I'm trying to buy him a ticket and some gear, and I'm just like, it's too much. He's like, I can't, you're being, what? That's what he tells me later. He's like, you wanted me to go to the game with you? It's like, I did not think this was a huge deal. Like, I guess, I don't know what I thought, but I don't know. Yeah, I did. I mean, yeah. And he ends up blocking me, and it ends up being really hateful and painful. But I'm still writing music to him and all this bullshit, dude. I'm still, like, totally in love with him, but I'm like, it's still ugly as fuck. Then starts talking to me again. I don't know if it happens before my birthday. I don't know when this happens, dude. I can't really remember. It must have been after, I would think. And we're talking, and he's like, he's willing to come up and meet up with me. And I tell the whole story that at that time I'm at the studio, and the studio goes down. What do you think he wants to meet me at my house for? Do you know what I mean? So he knew what we were going to get into, for reals. Then we get into it, and he goes to me again. And mind you, I said some really hurtful, crazy things after it happened, because I went all psycho. And I wrote a fucking terrible song the next day. I wrote a couple songs calling him a fuckboy and all kinds of shit. There were some good ones and some bad ones. There's more than half of my album. Yeah, bro. I was in love, and I had a lot of feelings going on, and there was a lot going on in my life at that time. And so, all of this, fast forward, a lot of shit happens, and I just want it all to go away. I don't even want to remember it happened. It was such a fucking horrendous situation, dude. Filled with shame and blame and guilt. And it was just like, no memories of anything good. Just all these terrible memories of, why did I ever talk to you? Why did I ever come close to you? Why did I ever? Right? And then I come back to Colorado, and here he is all heavy in my energy. Like, I'm serious, bro. Like, all the time. And I'm like, no, don't do it. Then, the story, fast forward to about November. I'm in spiritual court with Wolfman, and I can make one phone call, and they're telling me, you gotta call Bobby. I'm like, oh, man. Like, you gotta face your fears. You gotta go deal with it. So I go and deal with it. It ends up being some bullshit. I'm like, no. And I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm fucking out of it. I'm done with it. Then I look up, and they put me right in front of his job, which I've never been, and I feel like I'm so overwhelmed. Like, they won't let me out of this. Like, they literally, it's like being trapped in Thor. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a scary circle. And literally, I did it. So as I see this, I'm like, what the fuck? Just let me out of this. Now, as much as I say this is what I feel like with him, bro, it could be any of them at any time. I feel like that. It's like, why can't I just get out of this with you guys? Why do I have to just keep living these stories and shit with you guys? Meanwhile, I'm telling you this, my eyes are completely closed. So, whatever. So I'm gonna be brave. I make all those videos prior to Christmas that I can't do it. I can't. And finally I do. And then this is what comes. And he ghosts me again. But this time I'm better and I'm braver and I understand everything. And here he comes today in my fucking energy again. And I'm like, I don't want to. What the fuck, bro? What now? Like, how far does this have to go? Like, literally. Really, where is this going? I feel like I'm going to hell. You said I was taking you to hell. You're taking me to hell. This is bullshit. Anyways, let me go back to it. So I'm bringing you up to speed of what literally happened to me and what is happening, and this is bullshit. I can tell you the causes. I can tell you all of the outside, the inside. I can tell you what they want me to face, or, you know what I mean, or if they're just preparing me to this asshole's gonna fucking call me again. Which is what, and that's it. It's like, that's what's irritating as fuck. It's so irritating. It's so irritating. It makes me want to cry. No amount of time or space makes the feelings go away. It's the same with Russ. It's like, I don't know. I posted that last night. I was like, get out of my fucking face. I know that you were important and I loved you and all this shit, but can't you just leave me alone? Can't I just be free from this bullshit? It's the same thing, and that's what I said in the post. I look at him, and I know I was there when he posted that shit. And I'm like, I can't see anything. But these feelings are like, oh, I fucking love you. I fucking can't. I don't even know what to tell you, dude. I'm losing my body just thinking about it. Like, I can't even keep my head up. I'm about to take my fucking feet out of meditation, which means, like, we're going all ego here. I told you it was going to be ugly. Anyways, I'm just telling you what these words mean to me. What the fuck do they mean to you? Who cares? It's my story. This is my channel. It's my life. You're just here to watch. That's why I'd be like, what's God doing in your life? I'd much rather focus on your healing than my own. Alright, where we used to worry, whatever, when we used to get angry or judgmental, yup. We now have skillful means and compassion for the inner suffering of the person who caused us trouble. Old fears may have given way to surrender and radical trust. Fears of intimacy may have been released when understood as an enemy to... That's what they brought me back to, is the exact moment of where we were in the car. Why did I do that? I don't know, I was just being brave. I was terrified. I was just being brave. I didn't care. I knew. I mean, I did. I was kind of scared. But at the same time, I was like, fuck it. Just fuck it. Who cares? I was really just trying to tell myself to be brave. In the sense of, and it was like, okay, well, maybe that freaked him out. I mean, I guess. It was scary. But why did you bring me there? You knew exactly what was going to happen. That's what I mean. As much as I want to fucking put any kind of blame on me, it's like you were totally playing this, bro. And then you're the one that got your fucking feelings hurt or something. I don't know what's happening. I don't want to do it again. I don't want to do this again. I don't want to do this again. We're some children, huh? For real, right? You could look at me and him. You could look at me and Russ. You could look at me and fucking Marshall. You could look at me and anybody, and you just realize that we're a bunch of fucking kids. It's so stupid. Like, oh, man. No way. Alright. Fears of intimacy may have been released when understood as an enemy to happiness. We may be melting down into the bliss of living a life that our former self would not recognize. Having repeats at different stages of our life and seeing how differently we handled ourselves becomes a measure of our maturity and spiritual progress. And that's what I just gave you, is with the levels of how this went. It's like each time when he called me, fucking faggot, God, it had been like a year since, you know what I mean? Oh, God, it had been like a year. He finally called me, and he just wanted to hook up. And I was so devastated. I was on my way to do the full moon fucking ceremonies. I remember I was running to Red Rocks to do a fucking altar offering before the sun went down, and he called me right before. I know exactly where I was when he called me. And I was like, I hung up the phone, and I was like, who needs fucking enemies when you have friends like this? And I remember being so sad. I cried for like 15 minutes. I put the offering and I was like, fuck it. And I remember posting, I was like, yeah, it was all physical. It's like fucking bullshit. I was so irritated that all he wanted was just to fucking lay with me again. Then I get back. Again, he's a fucking douchebag. I don't know what he's doing. I don't think he knows what he's doing. I don't care. I just don't want to be part of this. I didn't ask for this. I just woke up with these feelings, bro. And I spend way too much time trying to figure them out. It's annoying. Sometimes we get discouraged thinking about we're not progressing because here is that same nemesis again. It may be looking and feeling like the same unresolved issue, but chances are it is a more advanced and evolved level of the issue. Oh, it's more advanced. Lovely. Only higher on the spiral of personal evolution. We will muster up great skill, patience, and conscience to deal with it. It's not like I'm not gonna fucking reply to a message. This is stupid. We will, oh, God. The collective conscious is also ascending the spiral together, evolving the balance of the inner male and female, moving from war towards peace, and integrating the Eastern and Western teachings. My tongue hurts. I bit my tongue, and I can't really speak that well. If you can't hear it, I'm telling you what's going on. Our own energy center from the spiral vortice, which clairvoyants are able to see. The human aura emanates from them in beautiful colors and patterns. Certain teachers suggest using a spiral meditation in which they visualize a spiral of energy like a coil moving up through the subtle energy bodies. This meditation clears and opens the energy centers when the life force can more fully ascend our energetic spiral. It's so stupid to me, but I guess you gotta start somewhere. Give me a minute. Activating and strengthening all of our centers in its ascending path. It's yoga for idiots. I apologize. You gotta start somewhere. You have to visualize it. I don't visualize it. I literally see it. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm not in the mood. I don't mean to be ugly. It's Saturday. That's some love and light bullshit. What does that mean? It means, meditation. They're going to put on some fucking chimey great music with great vibes and sit you down and tell you in a nice, quiet voice to visualize this thing. I tell you, I do those on Sundays. I'm not in a Sunday vibe, bro. I tell you about the archangels and how you can meditate. I do invocations and visualizations for the light, but not right now. They're taking me down a dark tunnel of bullshit I don't want to deal with. Why don't I want to deal with it? I don't know. Let me think. I just don't. They're like, do you want something new to deal with? No. You want something old? No. Do you understand how hard it is to be me? The universe really wants to work with me, but they have too much work to do with me, and that's why I laugh. We'll pull a card tomorrow, I feel it. Or they're talking about they're trying to find me a mate. Good luck. Good luck. Why? Because my vibration is always changing. Just when they think they've somebody's locked onto my vibration, I totally unlock and move on to another vibration. I told you I was in Medusa and went straight into Bridge. And then what? And then who? And then how? I told you, I'm the fucking goddess. I'm a shape-shifting bitch. I'm chaos. I'm an ever-moving energy that shifts. I can't be tied down in the simplicity of normal. Still, yeah, I can be still. But consistent, predictable, no. I have to be, I don't know how to describe it. It's like an animal. It's like I'm a bird. You can't literally put me in an atrium. That's not fair. That's not fair. I'll fucking pluck your eyes out. You have to let me fly and let me come home. In so many senses. Not in the sense where I'm like literally going to leave you. Like I'm going to be like, are you not coming? But in the sense of I need that kind of absolute ability to shift and change and not be judged or feared during those moments. And he does. We talked about him last night. God. Oh, it's like you did this. I didn't do this. I just didn't see that this is such an issue. And then you're like, why is this such an issue? Well, we got to start somewhere. We're always working on it. My relationship issues. I obviously can't have a relationship because I have issues. Oh, my eyes are closed. I'm so tired of trying. And it's like, if I don't try, I give up, and that's not an option. I just don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to.
You know what else?
I put it on the charger, I thought. I did. And then you put the headphones on. You're like, you don't want to work it out? It's a lot of work for me. It's always been so much work. I think about the beginning. I was like, trying to be flattering for him. I just really wanted to heal myself. I'm like, he's never gonna love me if I'm all fucked up like this. He loves me just fine. That's not the problem. So obviously he's fucked up. In the sense of, don't get me wrong, my material world's a little fucked up, and that is exactly triggering to him because he's all material. They all are. He's very stressful as that material guy. I don't know. That's what I mean. All of them have these insecurities of the world, and I bring out every single one of them. Well, likewise. Likewise, your very existence makes me terrified of the idea of men. Just the man you want to be. And then you look at me and you're like, my very existence terrifies you. Well, I don't know. I really just don't want to. Like, you're like, wait, you don't want to talk to him? I just don't start no shit, won't be no shit. But in the essence, if there ain't no shit, then there ain't no shit. So that's why I'm in all this shit. It's like, fuck, I don't have a choice. This goes back to God. God, you did this. I promise, bro. I lived like hella years without no love and no feelings, no nothing, bro. Like, then they just all turn on, and it's like all about, all these fucking twin flame fuckers. And it's like, not one is easier than the other. If they told me right now to go deal with Ali, I'd be like, I don't want to. I might listen to your songs, but, I don't want to. What the fuck am I gonna say to you? I go love Ali. What the fuck do you want me to do with Ali? In the sense, I don't know how to love you anymore. It's not you, it's me. In the sense of, I don't know what the fuck you want, and I get caught up in all this bullshit when they put you in my bullshit. Like, I don't know if you realize that you're a lot of work. Whoever you are, pick one. I was like, fucking Wolfman, get out of my energy, bro. Like, you're a waste of, like, why am I watching your video? They're making me watch your videos. They're making me speak on your life. They're making me look at you, bro. I messaged you more than enough times, and you blocked me. I'm not liking any of this. Get out of my face. Like, I don't ask for this. And they're like, you manifest. What the fuck are you doing, universe? I'm not talking to nobody. They're really just trying to get me happily married, bro. As disgusting and painful as it sounds, it's such a fucking battle, isn't it? It's really just inside of me. It really, if I could, I really would get rid of all of them. But these are the ones that God gave me to battle with, and it's a fucking battle royale. Like, I'd be trying to put on the Marshall skin and kill Snoop Dogg. What the fuck, dude? I don't like this. I don't like any part of it. I just do my job as best as I can, kicking and screaming and laughing and shit. But mostly, it's some bullshit. No wonder I'm ready to go to bed. I don't want to think about this. I just want to go to, please God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far, far away from here. You're like, what's your problem? I don't know. What is my problem? Didn't you hear? I'm mentally and emotionally ill, and I have past life issues that's not allowing me to submit and open up to love. It's like, oh God, I thought we were gonna do this. And it's like, if I don't do it, if I don't get the practice and the pushes and go through the healing, then I'm not getting any closer. And then it's so funny, you go back to these assholes, they're using spell work to fucking stop your relationship. Bro, you have nothing, you can't stop me. Only I can stop me, and I can't even stop me. I'm trying. Trying to stop it. That's where it is. They keep saying, you don't want to talk to him? Oh, that's not true. So please don't stir all this up again. Don't. Because then what happens? I'll probably get excited. Why? Because I'm a dumb bitch. That's why I'm like laying my head down. Like, don't be a bitch. I know I gotta be a girl. I gotta show you guys what feelings are on all levels. And they're annoying. I know I gotta be the 42-year-old virgin. Now you understand. It's way harder than you'll ever know. You can watch my life forever and you'll still see that, like, why do I even try? Because God said, bro. That's the most irritating part about this. He's like, you want children? No, I don't even want you. God just put all this inside of me and says, go get them. I don't want to. And he keeps telling me I'm going to be happily ever after if I just do this. Like, how much after? After what? When? What? And I'm happy doing it, but then I'm like, this is stupid. I'm just laying here with my head, like, literally my books are holding my head up. I'm like, ugh, I'm so tired of learning. Is this finals season? Let me breathe this stuff. I don't know why. Maybe it was supposed to help. It's really strong. Maybe all these flowers are supposed to help. It's not helping, God. And then you're like, that's what they're doing right now. They're running this fucking flashcards at me. They're like, it's like a lineup. They're like, all right, fine. If we put this guy's face down and we pick up this one, how about this one? Ah, no! Put that one down. Okay, what about this one? No! What about this one? No! If you don't pick a fucking guy, I didn't pick. Didn't you pick one? Just pick one. Just quit playing around. I've had enough. I mean, I've really been submissive to the whole idea, like, God, just pick one already. And he just keeps playing, eeny, meeny, miny, moe. And it's annoying as fuck. I don't care. That's all it is can you love them? And obviously, there's, like, this thing where it's like, it's not even individually. It's collectively. I don't want to collectively love you. Is it every day? No, there's some days that are worse than others. Trying to get a hold of this. It's like, you can see the growth, but at the same time, you're like, it's not a tumor. It feels like one. Oh, God, please help me, Jesus. You had all the problems in the world, but not these. I mean, come on. This is stupid. I didn't ask for this. I keep seeing Russ. Oh, God. Oh, God. Lewis. Oh, God. Oh, I didn't ask for you, dude. I love you so much, but fuck, you're such a pain in my ass. I spent all this time trying to master me. I can't master you, bro. You're killing me, all of you. I've got my head hurting. Oh, God. And you and Marshall, you're a creepo, too. I love you, Marshall, but damn it. There's so much. Fuck. Fucking guy. Oh, man. I'm ready to... Kobe, I hate you, bro. I hate God. What are they doing? They're just pushing me in my feelings. They're just pushing me. And then I'll have to watch this and they'll be like, look at you. And then I'll figure out what's wrong with me, or somebody will. Like you wouldn't give him another chance. I'm tired of giving you... I don't have a... You don't get this. This is ugly. I don't like this. This goes back to the beginning of the video. I'm just here, bro. I'm just here. Part of it. I don't really get to... It sounds like I'd be all talking all this shit like I'm the creator of my own universe. Not really. I can change the narrative of how I look at it. but it still is what it is. I just like to find the lighter way to look at it. Meaning, instead of, I don't know, whatever I was looking at it before, I was like, dude, I'm just going to crush you guys in the music industry because, you guys aren't spiritual and fuck it. This is where I was at, and that was a good enough reason for me. That closed it off. That was a great thought. I mean, ultimately. And it gave me a lot of confidence to keep going forward without your bullshit. Then we got this guy that has nothing to do with any of that bullshit. It's like, dude, you just gotta find a way. Just gotta find a way to fucking irritate my day. I don't know. They're like, did you think it was over? Yeah, sure, why not? I hoped. That's what they said. Did you really think it was over? I mean, he hasn't talked to me for... I guess I always knew he'd come back eventually. So what? Am I preparing myself for when he comes back? And what is that supposed to mean? I'm not supposed to be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Alright, and what am I supposed to say here, God? I will give you the words. I bet you will. Fucking asshole. I just don't... I don't know what to say, guys. I'm just like... It's not you. It's me. I'm pretty sure we do need to talk about something. I feel like I talked about it enough by myself that I don't really need to talk to you about it. Do you want to talk about it? What are we going to talk about? It's so irritating to me. But in essence, it's like, did you think he would never come back and talk to you again? I mean, I guess eventually he was going to come back, right? And that's like Russ. Did you think he wasn't going to come? I guess eventually he's going to have to post something, isn't he? He's going to have to pop his head up. Eventually, Allie is going to drop a song. Eventually. It's like, are you ready? No, I'm not. I know you're going to do it. It doesn't mean that and that's what I mean. I know, but no. Doesn't really change a whole lot. Anyways, I don't know. Is there anything else that we should have talked about? I don't know. It wore me out. Just the thought of it just wore me out. What is that? Hold on a second. That sounded like physical. Hold on, get back.
They could have cracked out.
Whoa. I can feel it, but I can't hear it outside. That was wild. It sounded like they were really, getting physical. Yeah, let's throw in a domestic violence right in front of us. That'll totally make everything feel better. That's exactly what we need is the domestic violence happening. Hey, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised. That girl is acting crazy. She was saying some crazy shit. It's probably next to us. She was saying some crazy ass shit. She was talking about she was leaving him, and he's like, I'll kidnap your ass. He's like, no, but what am I going to do if you leave? And I don't want you, you can't leave me. You can't leave. You can't leave. So, I don't know. Maybe she's about to leave his ass. I don't know. If I was thinking about it, it's like, who could that be? It could be that lady next door that was talking all that crazy shit earlier. And now they're fighting because she's about to leave. Oh, do you see this? I got all tired, bro. This is bullshit. It's only like 8 o'clock, and I was ready to go. And now we're in all this bullshit. I'm in my feelings, and that's what I'm trying to teach you. Again, I'm just his tool. And that's it. It's like, you don't have what it takes. I'm just, my sonar is very aware. You don't have what it takes to deal with the outside world when your inside world is fucked up. And what is that? You're spiritually fucking constipated, meaning you don't want to deal with things that are coming to the surface, the bubbles. And that's it. I shouldn't have a negative effect, and that's what I do. It's just a conscious reaction, and that's what happens with Russ too. I'm just being aware because I heard that and that's heavy. And now, like, when you're in like that, you know, when you're triggered, you're very like, you know what I mean? Every noise, you're like, oh, I heard something. Anyways, going back to it, it's like I shouldn't have just shut down the thought and memory and everything right away, which I didn't. I addressed it. I was like, I sent you whatever that meant. But in the same sense, it's like every time I do, I'd rather just shut it down because I don't want to deal with it. What is it? I don't know. It's not even something, it's just I don't want to deal with whatever it is. It's not even like it has a face or a name. It's not like I'm afraid of something in particular that I don't want to deal with. I just don't want to deal with it, whatever it is. And I don't know. I'm like trying to ask myself why. I don't know why. It's just a reflex. It's just a flex. It's like as soon as he comes up in the energy, it's like, I don't want to. I'm not dealing with this. This always is some bullshit. And that's, again, how I deal with Russ. The second, it's like, I'm not dealing with you. You're always coming out here with some bullshit. Totally different spectrums, but still difficult bullshit. Always. Because it's always pushing me into a different place of unconditional love. They all are. They all are, all the time. And that's why I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. It's like always about me giving all of my love. You know what I mean? Unconditionally. And it's like, it gets tiresome. Being just a channel to love all the time. It's a heavy energy. And then, you know, ultimately, when I'm sitting here with an expectation of receiving it, what is happening? People are being loud and shit. Maybe that's why God told me to stay in. There might be a badass energy out there. I don't know. Have you heard me? I'm falling asleep here. They're putting me in a sleep chamber, them dickheads. If anything, I guess just to make you guys aware of who do you shut down. Because that's what I'm doing. I'm shutting down. If there was words that we could be on, what's going on with you? I don't know. I just shut down. I'm shutting down to the idea of it, but it's not limited to him. So then the bigger picture is, why do you shut down? I don't know. I'm too tired to figure it out. It'll come to me in the light of tomorrow, I suppose. But I'll have too much work to do tomorrow. Because I don't know. In essence, I got a lot of work to do. I don't really care. But that's the big question, I guess, is what we'll be working on is, why do you shut down? I don't know. Why do you see them as work? It's kind of like that, you know, in Justice League. It's like Flash. He's like, you know, people. I have a hard time with people. Like brunch. You know what I mean? Like, you're hard to deal with. To slow down and to get down on your frequency and try to figure out how to relate to you, to have a connection with you, is extremely overwhelming. Yeah, it's gratifying in the sense of actually receiving a connection. You know what I mean? I enjoy having him to talk with, but it's all consuming and overwhelming. You know what I mean? Just the simplicity of, you know, just a message and all of the feelings that come with it. You know what I mean? And that goes back to Ali, the couple times that Ali and I have spoke. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa. Don't overreact. Don't overreact. But he's talking to you. Like, hold on a second. And then I think I end up not talking to him after that. Like, I see you, and then I, like, disappear probably. I don't know what I've done. I can't even... Ellie, not right now! I can't dig up no patterns with you right now. It's not that I don't love you. It's that I don't... It's collectively, I don't want to deal with any of you right now. Ugh. Why is this coming up right now? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Did somebody see this in the cards? Was it in the cards? I don't know. I thought we dealt with it. As you can see, I'm too tired to deal with it. I'm really glad that I have some pie. I just saw some chocolate pie. I just need some sweets. I'm gonna eat my way out of this one. I really don't know. Maybe because ultimately I don't see any form of success. I just know that it's growth and it's just work. It's like, why do you consider them work? Because all I get out of it is healing. And it's like, why isn't that enough? Because, I feel like I want more. Isn't that the fucking problem with all of them? I keep wanting more out of them and they can't give me more, and you keep putting me in front of the face with this want for more, this desire for more that's not available. So then all I gotta do is what? Fight the desire or push the more on you? This is stupid to me. It's just not something I feel like I want to use my time and energy for. Meanwhile, there's some twin flames out there that are like so obsessed with their exes. They're not my exes. It's just, I can't even get to the point of, that. Like, that's what I told Bobby. I was like, I'm not your ex. That's for sure. I'm definitely not your fucking friend. Friends don't act like this, idiot. Like, this is a whole twin flame bullshit that is stupid. If it was just, like, don't get me wrong, I feel the same way about my ex-husband. Like, go away. Like, please don't open another account and come find me again. Like, how many times do I gotta tell you no? And that one is just fine. I have no fucking feeling about it. That's, like, there's no feeling. But, it's like, why don't you just block everybody? Because it doesn't feel good to do that. It feels like I'm just being an asshole. There's no reason I should close the door on you. When ultimately, yeah, I do want to talk to you. That's what I mean. This is bullshit. I didn't ask for this. God made me this way, and He wants me to work through it. And that's to the rest of you. I don't know how He made you, but you're conflicting. There's a lot of conflicting parts about you, and you've got to work through it and find a way to, you know what I mean? Not make yourself pleasing, but be pleased with yourself. I got to get to a place where it's not so extreme, an understanding, where it's not literally there's days where I like men and days where I don't. In the sense of, it shouldn't be full days. It should be able to, thin this out a little bit more. But again, you can look at my whole background and be very understanding to, like, at least I try, and I've made it very far, and I'm not willing to give up. But, it's a never-ending struggle of recovery. It's a never-ending struggle of recovery that I'm willing to, but at the same time I get overwhelmed and tired of. It's like, I know I gotta keep trying so that I can have this, but at the same time, it's very trying to me. It digs up all of my trauma. It literally hurts my guts. I have to remember terrible memories of why I'm scared of men and all this shit, bro. It's not you. It's like, in essence of trying to get close to you, I have to go through so many dark layers of what's been done to me that won't allow me to get close to you. And then when I get as close as I did with him, only for them to turn around and ghost me, it's equally not a successful feeling. But yet I come out understanding. But when you're telling me you're gonna do this again but do it better, it's like I know that eventually it works, right? That's the idea. You keep working it and it'll work. I'm getting worked, bro. Like, I'm learning a lot and I'm teaching a lot and I'm full of love, but I have to pull it from inside of my soul, inside of my deepest memories and subconscious wounds to be able to love you. I have to get through those to love you. So it's like, bringing him back up is like, what else are they bringing up now? They're going to bring up what now? What just happened, and that's what they did. It's like every time we have an interaction, it becomes a new trauma that I have to, spend all this time healing. I'm becoming, like everything that's supposed to be a new experience is nothing more than new traumas for me. New traumatizing experiences. Or memories, I guess. It wasn't bad. It's just like, that's what it is. It's like, cause and effect, I guess, is what they're showing me. It's like, it's not that I don't love him. And I don't like being around him, and I don't like how, talking to him. It's like, but it's the minute that, all those minutes outside of not being around him and not talking to him that are all suffocating. When we're in the minutes together, they're great moments. But the moment I step out, it's just heavy. I'm filled with all of this. Like, it's great to be there with you. But to come out and have to carry it, you know what I mean? It's heavy. I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's not like I don't. It's not about not learning a lesson. I understand it. It's not a lesson. There's many lessons to be learned, but it doesn't make the love go away. And I laid it to rest, but it just keeps coming back. There's more layers to this bullshit. How many layers? And obviously, you could look at this story and be like, there's so many missing pieces to this story. It can't end like this. I wish it would. I mean, in the beginning, I wanted all those answers and so much more. But when I went looking for them, I found everything I didn't like, and I just don't. That's a lot of why I don't look for anything. I don't want to know anything, because all I find is the truth, and the truth hurts. I tried to figure out where these feelings came from, how, you know what I mean? Because he wouldn't talk to me. So then, like, one time I found old messages in my old Facebook account. And I pieced those together, and I was trying to figure it out. And that's how I figured out who his wife was, and that she literally was that girl that came in afterwards. And I'm like, and then I saw the messages. We were still talking after he was with her, for years after. And I was like trying to figure this all out on my own. That's what I said, is I spent way too much time trying to understand why, trying to figure it out. If I could just figure out why I feel like this, I can make it go away, or like leave it alone. There you go. Confirmation my phone's about to die. In the sense of, I just was like always looking for closure. If I could just find a way to put this away. And then I couldn't find any. I could only find so many answers. It's like an unsolved mystery, and the fact of there's no reason. I just love you. Right? Fuck it. It does no good though. You don't talk to me, and you're in a situation, and I can't do nothing about it. So I just want to run away from it. So I did. Just go away. Like, I just want this to go away. I didn't ask for this. This is such a pain in my ass. And yet, it keeps surfacing. And then it comes back to God. What the fuck, God? And it's not any more less troubling when you go to the rest of my twin flames. What the fuck, God? What the fuck? Pick one, bro. All of them. It's a what the fuck. What the fuck is the point of me and Marshall being so close if this is all it is? What is the fucking point of any of this? I mean, and you know what the answer is? You're healing. Get out of my face. I'm tired of healing. And that's all I do around here. So, I gotta get out of here. I hope I healed you. I'm gonna try to work on my own. But that's all we do around here. That's all I want from you. I'd rather heal you than spend all day, every day for the rest of my life just healing just myself. He tells me to do this because it's going to help other people, which I know it does. But in the end, I'd really like to help other people when I can't help myself. I mean, I can only help myself so much, and I can't force it. And it'd be much more inspiring to be part of other people's healing instead of just my own unbelievable healing process. It's just annoying. Like, I'd like to just be like, what's he doing with you? Like, damn, let me stop focusing on how irritated I am with what he's doing with me. Let me try to help you. Would be a good place to be right here. And then in that moment, I could reevaluate where I'm at without so much intensity, now having the victory of helping you. But instead, I'm like, ugh, I don't even want to help myself. Are we in a victim mode? I don't feel like it. It's a rebellion. I don't want to. I can't even tell you why. There's no reason. It's not that I'm scared. I ain't scared. It's not that I'm resentful or hateful. Pessimistic, perhaps, is what we're getting off of this, right? A sense of pessimism. You're kind of negative about this. I'm not. It's just, I don't want to waste my time on anybody else but the real one anymore. I don't want to play games with him anymore. It's not games because it's my life you know what I mean? He thinks it's a game, but it's not. And it's like, you're fucking around, bro. I don't know what you're doing. It's my life. You're really kind of hurting, it's kind of hurtful what you're doing, and I get hurt every time, but I have to heal myself. And I'm really good at playing Wolverine over here, but I'm tired of, can you quit cutting me? This is stupid. Like, it's like, let me cut her and see if she heals. I do. Are you guys grateful? Like, keep shooting arrows and sticks and stones and bullets, and I heal. I'll always heal, but it's getting annoying. It's annoying to the flesh. In the sense of, are you trying to hurt me? Some of you, yes. Most of you, I don't know, you're just hurting yourself. But I'm like, I'm irritated. Like, I don't know. I guess I look at it, it's like, why even play with him? It's not like I get to take him home. And that's how I look at all of you. And that's the pessimism. The prize is the healing. Why do I want to play boyfriend-girlfriend if I don't get a boyfriend? Does that make sense? Being real loud. I don't know what's going on around me. I don't really know what's going on inside of me, I suppose. I'm really wore out. This hit me like a ton of bricks. I was trying to go outside and have a good night. Now I went inside and I'm having a bad night, and that's okay. I'm going to eat some chocolate pie and just crawl in bed and probably cry. Why? Because I feel it. It's not him. It's not any of you. It's me. It's my own personal battles. Sometimes you get tired of fighting. I feel like Taz the other day. I'm just tired, God. Don't do this right now. But if I put it off, then I'm putting off my healing and my chance to, be better tomorrow. I'll have to wake up and face this tomorrow if I don't face it tonight. But maybe I'm too tired to face it. And that's why I didn't want to face it, because I don't. But you don't get to not face it. And that's what it is. It's like, I can't make it go away. Obviously, I feel some type of way about it. Something has to be said or, alchemized about this. It's coming to the surface. And that's where it is. You're in a quiet place and some memories and feelings of something that's happened comes to your face and you don't want to deal with it. I really don't. I'm crying right now because I don't want to deal with it, but ultimately, what is it? I guess I was supposed to be sad about it. I'm supposed to be more sad than I am. I'm like literally filling the table with tears right now. I'm like, I'm terribly sad, but not like because of what he did, but about the fact that it's just like I'm tired of it. He didn't do anything. You can't put blame on him. It's cause and effect. It's like, why did you do this? Because I was being brave and I wanted to follow my heart. Why did he do this? Because he's doing the right thing. Well, why are you doing this? Because there's a million causes, and these are the effects. And that's the whole healing situation. It's like, I'll pull this fucking tears off my face. Pain is just an effect of people's actions. It's like you just feel it. It's painful to deal with people. They don't even intentionally try to hurt you. You're just sensitive to the fact of, you can't adapt to their ways, and it's painful being around people. I don't know if it is for everyone, but it's always been painful for me. Trying to coexist with people has always been extremely painful. In the sense of I just get hurt. I get hurt. Trying to be friends, trying to be colleagues, trying to be a worker, trying to be close to people. They come with too much conditioning that I don't understand the condition that you're in and how to deal with you. But then you look at me and it's like, I could be the problem. This could be you. You could be the problem. Definitely, because I have like such a threshold to where I can only deal with so much, and then I shut down and I don't want to deal with anyone. Does it really have to do with you? No, it's my own internal battles because I'm dealing with so many of them regularly. You don't get to be like me without waking up at fucking 4 o'clock in the morning doing this 5-6 times a day. For how long? Fucking 2 years, bro. Imagine, do your math. And they never go away. There'll be another one on fucking Wednesday. Another one next Friday. They just come. And there could be any more of them before then. Where these fucked up memories and feelings come in about what's been done to me, and I gotta sit there and go through these battles of telling myself it's okay and forgive everybody and let it all go to rest. Which, there's all areas of my life that I have to do that, but the biggest one is always forgiving men and trying to be loving towards men, and it's just like the most irritating subject that I gotta deal with. Then none of them are easy. I'm seeing my mom. I actually had a moment or two, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, where I actually connected with my mom. And you can only do that when the pain is out of the way and all of the hatred and all of that. We can actually just meet again. And that's, I don't know. That's why I'm like, if they're bringing it to the surface, then that means that there's stuff that I haven't dealt with. And if we just look at it, it's like on a basic normalized scale of emotions, I should have had more intense emotions about the rejection. But in the sense of it's happened so many times that I normalized it. I've seen the pattern. I've seen that he did this all the time. And I've seen there was no reason to react. And that my reaction is what made everything worse last time. How I reacted to his pattern is what created the chaos. But the pattern itself was creating inner chaos within me. So it's just a big old fat fucking circle. And it goes back to it. It's like, okay, we can start this conversation. But again, at what point are you going to fucking shut down and not talk to me? So as much as I'm saying that's his pattern, it's actually reflected in me too, where it's like, I love you until I don't want to deal with you anymore. So am I marrying him, or is he marrying me, or are we marrying the collective? Is it just limited to him and me, or is that exactly how, you know what I mean, all of us are, that we get to a place where we shut down with each other, or it's too much work? Because didn't I just say the same thing about Marshall yesterday? Didn't I say the same thing happens with Russ all the time? It's like I can only take so much, and then I just want to, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. We're trapped in hell. Hell on earth. And what is the hell? Our feelings that we can't really fully understand and we can't force. We just gotta take time, slow time, to let them unfurl. You just want them to go away. You just want to, like, cut your heart out and just, like, you know. It's crazy, right? I can't stand it. All the people in my life, I had a whole life before I met this man. And people even after him. But then he comes in and it's like, Jesus Christ. And I really wanted to understand why it was such an important feeling. Now I'm just like, oh, I don't care. Like, I don't even care any. You know what I mean? Ugh. Twin flame journey. I can't believe you fuckers. Hey, I love yous. We'll catch you tomorrow in the light. Laters, haters.